the NBA when big men rule.
Well, the game has become so perimeter-oriented. These guys have a lot of skill, and they're going to be able to operate inside a phone booth, and we'll see if these big guys can find a way to dominate uniquely in the way that they bring their offensive prowess.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And the shot goes.
Was Paul a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Paul against Morant. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. 4-3. Outside Booker. Fires from deep. That shot no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morant against Booker. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
Paul against Morant. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Bane. Jackson, the screen. Pulls it. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. Adams grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside Morant. Two points. That one goes. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Outside Booker. The 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. On the wing, Durant, defended by Jackson. From behind the arc. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
From deep, Morant. And it's Morant again missing. The Suns trailing. Booker goes in. And the layup is good off the glass. Booker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first free throw is good. And so Jackson nails both of them. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Paul for 3. Durant against Jackson. Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Here's Morant. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns. Right side, Durant. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 5 now.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
Morant finds Bane. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Durant. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
Booker against Bane. Jackson with a screen on Booker. From deep, Bane. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul, and it's Morant off the drive.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Paul. Plenty of space. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's gotten 4 this quarter. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, BA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do. Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
For 3, Booker. The kick to Durant. Another shot. Outside Paul. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Ayton passes to Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
A line change here for Memphis. They get it again. Aldama. Here's Tillman. Ooh, he's way off from outside. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Ball finds Ayton. Here's Okogie. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Screen by Durant. And Booker, here we go. Aldama grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
In transition, here come the Suns. And he lobs it up. And Booker with the jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Jones against Paul. Right side Jones. Here's Tillman. And the bucket is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Booker. Fires for three. Suns keep it alive. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Memphis trailing here. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a pick. Kennard outside. The three is up. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Paul for three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And so in the game for the Suns, Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's T.J. Warren, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Durant for three. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Outside Jones. Inside. Pass to Aldama. Back to Clark. Here's Aldama. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. 5 points in the game.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Paul. It's Warren on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, can't throw down the reverse jam. And the Grizzlies shooting has been great this game. 58%. Outside Jones. They set a pick. Pass to Aldama for the lead. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Warren, the pass to Paul. Back to Warren. And here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 10.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Kennard outside. This for the tie. The long distance three is buried. Kennard's got himself on the board with a three there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Paul. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 2.
Yeah, it's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight. Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Outside Durant. Ayton with a screen. Launches a three. Durant with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got a rebound number 8 here already in the game. And Durant with the big finish.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Pass to Aldama. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. For the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to Shamet. On the wing, Durant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Brandon Clark.
Just not sure there's a good way to guard Kevin Durant. He's too tall, he's too skilled, and he's too quick with that release.
A line change here for Memphis. Okogie's checked in for Phoenix. Booker comes in for Shamet. Jackson with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Booker against Bain. The 3 ball. And it's Devin Booker with the 3. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead, leading by 4. Don't go anywhere. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside Booker. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 5.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. That one's good for 2.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Outside Booker. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now Morant. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Okogie. Screen by Durant. Here's Booker. Going inside, and he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Morant with the bucket.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Pass to Paul. An open look for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half. Paul against Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Ayton with a screen. For 3, Booker. Adams grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Payne. Tries again, and it's laid in by Adams.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
Payne against Booker. Left side Paul to the paint. Durant finds Booker. Back to Durant. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Booker against Morant. Drives to the
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Memphis leading. From downtown, drills it from deep. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Outside Durant. They need this. Outside for Booker. Lets the 3 fly. It falls. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant on the take. Count it.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Screen by Durant. Booker, the pass to Durant. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. And here's Memphis. Morant with it. And so the Grizzlies take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this...
Smack clowns with mad style.
Think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
And it's Morant missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Brooks to the inside. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Out to Morant. Just 5 to shoot from past the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here's Morant. Michael Conley making his last shot. Adams with the screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels passes to Towns. And here's Gobert. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And so he makes both from the line. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Said priority number 1 is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Now Conley. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Towns. Adams, some nice D.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Morant against Conley. It's the rebound. Outside for Jackson. Adams sets the pick for Bane. Takes it inside. That one doesn't go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside Conley to the middle. Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Morant after the basket by Minnesota. Adams with the screen on Edwards. The 3 from Morant. Good on the 3-point shot. Morant's got 8.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Morant against Conley. To the paint. Here's Gobert. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Conley against Morant. Over to the wing. Right side Towns, and he banks in the layup. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Morant against Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our 2nd quarter is underway. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he's smart and he stays focused on his shot.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Outside for Jackson. Morant against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Out to Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Conley the pass to Towns. And we've played through the first minute here in the second, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. They get the rebound. Adams finds Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Tries again, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Conchar comes in for Dylan Brooks. Kennard, he's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Jackson. Another shot. Here's Tillman. They get it back. Now the pass to Jones. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. And a miss there on the triple. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Reed. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Kennard for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Now Kennard. Picked by Clark. Down low. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Anderson right side. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Grizzlies shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Clark inside. Guarded by Reed. Off with the layup. Here's Alexander Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Jones, no one around him. Misses the 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Kicks it to Anderson. To the paint. Here's Prince. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Prince.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Conchar, good. Conchar's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
1 second left. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to.
The previous play is under review.
Signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be open. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half moment.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Grizzlies 18, the Timberwolves 29.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Driving to the basket. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
For 3, Edwards. He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant looking around. And then Morant slams it in.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Morant against Conley. Towns. And it's Morant with the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Jackson, a screen on Edwards. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Here's Edwards. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throw.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Edwards drops them both.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Morant right side. On the wing, Bane. Fires for three. No good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Morant with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Shot clock at 6. Going inside, and Morant throws it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Conley the pass to Towns. He kicks it to Gobert. Towns high post. Jackson on him. Second chance shot, and Towns lays it in. Towns has got 8.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. He feeds it to Towns, and he makes good on the layup. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Here's Morant. Jackson against Towns. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bane. Covered by Conley. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. And it's Towns missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. He dishes it to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got his first points of the game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Outside Edwards. And he can't jam it through. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the two-guard spot. Shot clock at 2. Reid misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Adams dishes to Morant. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jackson finds Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Adams with the screen on Edwards. Morant passes to Adams. Count! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Adams with the screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Edwards inside. Kennard covering. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Conley with the 3. That one misses. And it's Memphis the other way. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 3. Morant outside. Clock at 6. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Morant against Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now Conley to the inside. Here's Towns. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Morant kicks to Jackson. Morant passes to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Clock at 4. To take the lead. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Edwards with the stop.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota leading by 3. A finish. And Edwards with the stop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Adams sets the pick for Kennard. Dishes it to Brooks. Back to Kennard. Adams with the screen on Kyle. Kennard for three. And they'll get another chance. Adams sets the pick for Kennard. Jacks up a three. And that one is off. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Shoots. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Gobert, no good. So it's the Grizzlies now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Brooks kicks to Kennard. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Edwards looking it over. The rebound by Steven Adams. From deep three-point range, the shot missing. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
I smack clowns with mad style.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards a pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Right side Edwards. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Towns against Durant. Over Towns. Durant, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Towns finds Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Towns. Crafty move. Oh, Booker with a block. And now the Suns fast break. Outside Durant. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Well, the vertical threat that is Josh Okogie, because he gets off his feet in a hurry. Before the defense can react, it's 2 points on the board.
Towns passes to Edwards. Towns on a screen. Edwards with it. Durant covering. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
The kick to Durant. Pass to Okogie. Now Paul. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The kick out to Conley. Let's go with a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Yep, that one goes. Paul's got 5 points. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Durant, and there's the drive, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. Now here's Towns. To the middle. Kevin Durant pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low. And they'll get another chance. And the Suns get another 3.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
Now here's Edwards. To win the run. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's McDaniels. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
No, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top, leading by 7. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one, yes, sir.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Here's Conley. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Okogie. And here's Booker. For 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. Oh, misses the dunk. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Well, Josh Okogie gets the step on the defense, gets to the interior, and able to draw contact.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Conley passes to Towns. Oh, denied by Durant.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Conley passes to McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a 3-point answer.
Conley with the ball, and it's Ball picking him up. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Outside Booker. Throws it up high. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Phoenix. Shamet comes in for Chris Paul. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Here's Noel. Pass to Rivers. And that one is stuffed right through.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
Here's Okogie. Outside Booker, beyond the arc, and the Suns get another 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. This one for 3. Reed with the rebound. Oh, got a piece of it. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. Torching the Nets. Hitting 4 from distance that quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Wow, if T.J. Warren makes threes with consistency, it will unlock every other aspect of his game, and that's significant, guys.
Here's Anderson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Anderson's got his first basket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Prince down low. He's covered by Warren, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Durant, he's checked in for Phoenix. Ross comes in for Booker.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Durant. Here he goes. Banked it in off the glass. Durant's got 14.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Reed sets a screen. To the inside. Stolen by Ross. Ayton passes to Durant. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Ayton with a screen. And there's the lob. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Okogie. Some changes for Minnesota. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Durant against Towns. From deep. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Left side Conley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I can see Mike Conley an innate sense for where that shot clock is. And I've got to make a shot, no problem.
Pass to Shannon. Ayton, a screen on Towns. Durant finds Ayton. On the wing, Durant. Back to Shamet. And here's Durant. Covered by Towns. And it's Durant with the finish.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Outside Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The drive by Ross. Unloads. Back to Durant. Ayton with a screen. There's the three. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Towns, that's good.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Warren. Pass to Shaman. Now here's Durant. Over Towns. Durant with another miss. Towns down low. Durant's there. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Down low. Ayton passes to Ross. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Warren. Pass to Shaman. On the wing, Durant. Covered by Towns. Shaman, no good. For the lead. Missed it. It's all tied in Phoenix. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Substitution for yourselves.
Here's Paul. Screen by Durant. Conley against Paul. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Gobert finds Towns. Double team on Towns. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Conley with the ball, and it's Paul picking him up. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley, an easy 2 on the layup.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns passes to Conley. Back to Towns. Now Conley. Towns a screen on Paul. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 7 assists in the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And here's Booker. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. The shot off that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Paul finds Ayton. Here's Booker. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Paul against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Now Towns. And Minnesota calls time here. They're up by 1. There's 1:54 left in the 4th. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He just wanted his players to get a breather and to remind them, stick with the game plan. He wants them to stay patient and run their plays, even if they have to go deep into the shot clock. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter here. Edwards with it. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Conley against Paul. Right side Edwards. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant with it. Towns covering. Booker for 3. And nails the tray.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Conley passes to Towns. Outside Conley. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. The Suns on offense. It's Booker on the wing. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker for 3. And Conley grabs the miss. And Minnesota has possession. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Towns. 3-pointer. The 3 won't fall. The Suns taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Alec. All right, Alec, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Richard, this should be an... interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Now here's Brooks following the shot by Chris Paul. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one of these modern leagues who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals. Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Adams.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. There's the drive, and finished off by Morant.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morant against Paul. Adams sets the pick for Morant. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Paul kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. And it's Memphis on the break. Now, here's Morant for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
Here's Booker. It's good from about 19 feet.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Adams finds Brooks. A second chance effort, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And again, Memphis no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 8-point game. And here's Booker from the arc. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. And then Morant slams it in.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Booker fires from way outside. The long distance three is buried. Booker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant, and Morant throws it down.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Durant for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Morant for three. Morant with another miss. Suns trail by 8. Durant inside. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And they're moving it up. Okogie, the pass to Paul. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Jackson a screen on Paul. Morant with a wide open look. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, it's Bain. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Paul with the 3. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Bain looking around. Jackson a screen on Booker. Bain for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And here's Booker from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Booker's got 13.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, This guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
When Devin Booker steps on the court, you almost expect 30 or 40-point nights. Booker is that talented.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Lets it go from deep, and the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Booker.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The pass to Concho. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
There's a screen. For 3, Durant. They get it back. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
Jones against Paul. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Paul. Booker outside. No good with the triple. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Substitution on the court.
Stolen. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. It's time now. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So on the floor for Memphis. Kennard is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar in at the 3. Suns trail by 10. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a group.
Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish. Oh. Okay, KD for a little extra on that one.
Inside. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Durant, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Shamet. KD looking around. Warren sets the pick for KD. The Grizzlies pull it in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Jones. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. KD's got 11 points.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Outside, Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark, and stolen by Ayton. Warren the pass to Ayton. Warren kicks to Durant. Drives to the hoop.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 6-point lead. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Warren. Beyond the arc. And they get it back. Ayton kicks to Shamet. Outside, KD. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Part of what makes KD an all-timer, we have never seen someone his size with that type of handle.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Morant drives in, and that one drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
If anybody has questions why John Morant went second overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
KD's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The consistency from range, that's something that Morant has worked on early, and it's made him unstoppable.
Outside Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Dylan Brooks. Suns have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Here's Morant. Around the back and lays it in. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Give him a chance to pull off something special, and he will take it.
The 3 from KD. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break with a 10-point lead. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker against Bain from outside the arc, and Booker is good for 3. Booker's got 26 points.
The pure shot mechanics of Booker. It's fun watching him shoot the ball.
Morant with it. Jackson a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Outside, Bain. Just 4 to shoot. That one, no good. Durant with some nice D. And here's Booker from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Payne for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
He hits both from the stripe.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns a fast break. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. And right on target, good. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
Adams sets the pick for Bain. Hands it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
For 3, Booker, it's good from long range. Booker's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Suns. Outside, Bain. Jackson a screen on Booker. Bain for 3. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Back to Paul. On the wing, Booker. From the arc. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Bain. Jackson finds Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. They get it again. Out to Morant. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense there from Jackson. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And it's Brooks in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 12, and Booker puts up a deep 3. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that 3-point answer.
From deep, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Grizzlies.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Morant.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. The three-pointer, no good. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. There's the triple. Rebound by Okogie. Booker with a deep three. Good, another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.
I smack clowns with mad style.
do you expect this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Morant.
Morant with the slam! As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness. You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Check out the immediate response to the jam.
Oh, both sides are fired up. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Here's Conley. The Grizzlies making their last shot. The kick out to Edwards. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer. Edwards has got 5 now.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Morant against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Adams.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
As young as John Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Conley against Morant. Outside Conley. 5 to shoot. Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Morant missing. And Minnesota has possession. And stolen by Morant. He takes it in. And then Morant with the jam.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates. Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Now here's Conley. Back to Gobert. Conley finds Gobert. Clock at 4. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Adams with a screen on Conley. Here's Morant to the paint. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Rolling toward the cup, Steven Adams is a wild man. You better get out of his way.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Morant with the slam! Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
46 seconds left in the first. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that
was good.
And here's Morant outside. He drops it from range. Morant's got 15 points.
I think consistency from three is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
And that one's good from Conley.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Morant against Edwards. Morant, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. The kick out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. Oh, what a quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Outside Morant, driving inside. Oh, my goodness!
Watch out. Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Conley against Morant. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. Picked by Gobert. Launches it. Edwards can't hit. Memphis leading. From deep, Morant. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Minnesota now. He can't get that one to fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Morant with it. 19 points in the game. Driving to the basket. And then Morant with the jam.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Outside Conley, down low, Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Edwards against Morant. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Towns.
2 minutes.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Conley with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Timberwolves foul. Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul.
Timeout call, Memphis. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Tillman. Over to the left wing. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Pass to Aldama. There's the triple. Anderson pulls it down. The Timberwolves trail. Inside. Here's Noel. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half of basketball. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. A minute 6 left in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Clock at 6. Pass to Reed. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Reed. Anderson's got his first bucket in this one. Outside Jones. And here's Clark. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Rivers. Here's Noel. Back to Rivers. Takes a three. Knocks down the long J.
Not a pure shooter in the classic sense, but Rivers is a threat out there if you give him any room.
Conchar drives in. Kennard outside. They set the screen. Right wing. Clock is at 3. From about 16. Can't hit that one.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together 10 points in the... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's John Conchar. Left side Anderson. The layup misses.
Minnesota foul. Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Outside Jones. Kennard outside. And there's the screen. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Pass to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Jones. Back to Anderson.
Blocking foul. Brandon Clark. First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Down low. Reed can't hit. And the Grizzlies shooting about 70% from the floor. Hard to do better than that.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Anderson with a screen on Jones. Back to Prince. Can they get it? Fires in the triple. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the middle. Here's Rivers. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Brandon Clark.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Jones. There's a screen. To the paint. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Rivers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Five on the clock. Shoots. On the wing, Noel. The 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Kennard outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Rivers. Pass to Reed. Back to Rivers. Here's Noel. Here's Reed. And counted from 19 feet away.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Anderson covers. Back to Jones. Pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Reed sets a screen. And he's going for the lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Kennard outside. There's a screen. Takes a 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Rivers. This for the tie. Kennard with the rebound. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your Timberwolves dancing. All right, then. Let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
It'll count. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs to be a premier defender.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Allie, thank you. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Conley. Inside, Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. To tie it up. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley passes to Towns. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Hey, it takes a lot of confidence and ability to pull off that reverse.
Hey, from anyone else, it'd be shocking. But this guy, he's got it. He's that talented. Here's Morant. And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Conley against Adams. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Morant, he's open. And again, Memphis no good.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
It's Edwards on the wing. Brooks defending. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. There's Jackson with the 3, and the three-pointer goes. And it's a 5-point Memphis lead.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Outside Conley. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Brooks. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
The kick out to Edwards. Three-pointer off the mark. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And here's Morant outside. McDaniels with the rebound. And stolen by Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Memphis winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. Now our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
I smack clowns with mad style.
talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force, and Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. And here's Booker from the arc. A shot off that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. He gets that one.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
To the inside. Here's KD off on the layup. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Conley left side. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. Cranes the three-pointer.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Minnesota with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. There's the lob to Town. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a 3, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
No good from Booker.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Timberwolves leading by 12.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
The Suns making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Here's Conley. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
KD passes to Okogie. KD against Towns. Durant kicks to Paul. Here's Ross. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
And finished off by Gobert.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Gotta learn your lesson.
Paul for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Timberwolves. Between his points and his rebound. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. Towns is doubled. Pass to Gobert. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
The wide open look for Durant. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Conley feeling it out. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Conley, the pass to Towns.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
6 to shoot. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on 8.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position. Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Durant dishes to Paul. There's the 3. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Paul. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Towns a screen on Paul. Conley against Paul. Pass to Edwards. Inside, Towns.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. So he gets them both. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it. after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the pass to Okogie. Towns against KD. That shot off. Great D that time from Edwards. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels kicks to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 5.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No good with the layup. Suns trail by 18. Durant deciding where to go with it. Ayton a screen on Towns. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
Outside Conley. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active, and thanks for the great interview, David. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with T.J. Warren, and it's Okogie in at small forward. Rivers looking over the floor. Passes it to Noel. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Pass to Reed, out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Booker outside. From downtown. That one, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to Okogie. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And the Suns miss again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Suns trail by 14. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Anderson, banked in off the glass.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kept alive. Ayton kicks to Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. Ayton a screen on Rivers. Launches it. Again, the miss by Booker.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Rivers against Booker. Out to the wing. Here's Noel. And the three off target. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. It's a 16-point game. Back to Paul. Here's Okogie, guarded by Prince. To the right side. Here's Booker. Got it from 16 feet.
It's so dangerous from the mid-range. Booker's feel is uncanny.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Anderson a screen on Paul. Noel passes to Anderson. And Reed has it in the corner. Anderson trying to free himself up. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there's the pass to Noel. Poked away to the left wing. Reed finds Rivers. Takes the three. Reed with it. Working on Booker. Prince the pass to Anderson. Prince outside. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Prince has got his first 2 points.
Prince is such a tough player out there. Does not mind the bump.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 17. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Reed. Rivers out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping things.
A fader. Rivers in the corner. Prince outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside. Passes to Paul. Little turnaround. The offensive rebound. Warren the pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. The kick out to Warren. Offensive rebound. Warren on the wing. Paul right side. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
This is how Chris Paul keeps the defense honest, making enough threes that you can't leave him alone anywhere on the floor.
Booker against Rivers. Back to Anderson. Pass to Noel. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Daniels, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Edwards in for Austin Rivers.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
For three, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 16. Durant, the pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Launches a three. Booker against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. A three ball. Fires the three. That's good from Booker on the assist by Durant. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
A nice shot by Booker.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Suns trail by 15. Booker outside. Offline with his three.
Going to struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Chalk up 2 there.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here's Booker from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Feeds to Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Fires the three. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to KD. Five on the clock. The three. Traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Noel. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
I smack clowns with mad style.